The decision by Dangote Petroleum Refinery to begin direct supply of fuel to end users has caused concerns across Nigeria's downstream oil sector, with industry players warning of potential job losses and disruption to the traditional supply chain. The National Oil and Gas Suppliers Association of Nigeria, NOGASA, said bypassing established intermediaries could render many suppliers jobless. NOGASA President Benneth Korir described the move as destabilizing and harmful to the industry's logistics framework. The Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, also raised concerns, urging Dangote to hand over the 4,000 trucks procured for the scheme to independent marketers to ensure broad-based fuel distribution. NOGASA insists that excluding suppliers from the distribution model poses risks to industry stability and has called for stakeholder engagement to safeguard jobs. The group is set to hold a National Executive Council meeting on July 31st to deliberate on a response. Tanker drivers and logistics operators have also expressed fears of being phased out once the refinery's direct supply model begins on August 15th. While discussions are ongoing, the National Association of Road Transport Owners confirmed that stakeholders are working behind the scenes to address the issue. The Nigeria Customs Service has announced plans to streamline import charges by scrapping the 1% Comprehensive Import Supervision Scheme (CISS) and the 7% cost of collection following the proposed reintroduction of a 4% free on-board FOB charge. Comptroller General of Customs Adewale Adeniyi disclosed this on Monday during a stakeholders town hall meeting in Lagos on the Odogu clearance platform with the theme Enhancing Trade Compliance and System Optimization Through Stakeholders Engagement. The charge, first introduced in February 2025, was suspended after it drew strong criticism from importers and industry stakeholders. However, the Customs Service now says its reintroduction aligns with the Nigeria Customs Service Act NCSA 2023. Meanwhile, stakeholders in the maritime industry, including banks, freight forwarders, and regulatory agencies have commended the Customs Service for launching Odogu, an indigenous unified customs management system. Despite their support, they highlighted key concerns such as migration challenges from the old system, limited bank access for amendments, and discrepancies in harmonized system code classifications between regulatory bodies. The customs boss assured stakeholders that these issues are being addressed as part of a broader effort to modernize and simplify Nigeria's trade processes. Nigeria currently spends nearly half of its revenue on debt servicing, according to the chairman of the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee, Taiwo Oyedele. Speaking at PwC's Executive Summit on Nigeria's tax reform in Lagos, Oyedele noted that prior to recent reforms, the government was using up to 97% of its revenue to service debts, an unsustainable trend he said pushed the country toward economic collapse. He warned that without the ongoing reforms, Nigeria's economy was on track to mirror the crisis seen in Zimbabwe and Venezuela. Oyedele said the currency risked becoming worthless, with trillions of naira being printed to fund subsidies and growing debt. He added that Nigeria could have become a $1 trillion economy if reforms had started a decade earlier, but much of the country's revenue was wasted on petrol subsidies and unchecked spending. And that's business news on Global News. I am Tom Sinime, Dangotes.